Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we are on lesson 69 of the workbook Lessons of A Course in Miracle, and the title of it is My Grievances Hide the Light of the World in Me. My grievances hide the light of the world in me. This is just kind of piggybacking off of yesterday's lesson, Love Holds No Grievances. So you'll find that these workbooks just kind of, it's like a building block. And soon you'll start to kind of see how the like it's a chain of events that start to make sense. This is why I love this text. I can't promote it enough. Okay. My grievances hide the light of the world in me. Here we go. No one can look upon what your grievances conceal, because your grievances are hiding the light of the world in you. Everyone stands in darkness, and you beside him. But as the veil of your grievances is lifted, you are released with him. Share your salvation now with him, who stood beside you when you were in hell. He is your brother in the light of the world that saves you both. Today, let us make another real attempt to reach the light in you. Before we undertake this in our more extended practice period, let us devote several minutes to thinking about what we are trying to do. We are literally attempting to get in touch with the salvation of the world. We are trying to see past the veil of darkness that keeps it concealed. We are trying to let the veil be lifted and to see the tears of God's Son disappear in the sunlight. Oh, I just felt that. Like I just started to feel very emotional. To see the tears of God's Son disappear in the sunlight. Let us begin our longer practice period today with the full realization that this is so, and with real determination to reach what is dearer to us than all else. Salvation is our only need. There is no other purpose here and no other function to fulfill. Learning salvation is our only goal. Let us end the ancient search today by finding the light in us and holding it up for everyone who searches with us to look upon and rejoice. And salvation is meaning forgiveness. They're talking about forgiveness. Salvation is our only need. Forgiving. Forgiveness is our only need. Learning salvation is our only goal. Learning forgiveness is our only goal. Okay. Very quietly now, with your eyes closed, try to let go of all the content that generally occupies your consciousness. Think of your mind as a vast circle surrounded by a layer of heavy, dark clouds. You can see only the clouds because you seem to be standing outside the circle and quite apart from it. From where you stand, you can see no reason to believe there's a brilliant light hidden by the clouds. The clouds seem to be the clouds seem to be the only reality. They seem to be all there is to see. Therefore, you do not attempt to go through them and pass them, which is the only way in which you would be really convinced of their lack of substance. We will make this attempt today. After you have thought about the importance of what you are trying to do for yourself and the world, try to settle down in perfect stillness, remembering only how much you want to reach the light in you today, now. Determined to go past the clouds. Reach out and touch them in your mind. Brush them aside with your hand. Feel them resting on your cheeks and forehead and eyelids as you go through them. Go on. Clouds cannot stop you. Just like a mist. You can put your hand right through it. Boy, if you really do that visualization, I think you're going to just make major inroads into this work, into piercing the veil, just lifting it, just removing it eventually. If you're doing the exercises properly, you will begin to feel a sense of being lifted up and carried ahead. Your little effort and small determination call on the power of the universe to help you, and God Himself will raise you from darkness into light. You are in accord with His will. You cannot fail because your will is His. Have confidence in your Father today and be certain that He has heard you and answered you. You may not recognize His answer yet, but you can indeed be sure that it is given you and you will yet receive it. Try as you attempt to go through the clouds to the light, to hold this confidence in your mind. Try to remember that you are at last joining your will to God's. Try to keep the thought clearly in mind that what you undertake with God must succeed. Then let the power of God work in you and through you, that His will and yours be done. In the shorter practice periods, which you will want to do as often as possible, in view of the importance of today's idea to you and your happiness, remind yourself that your grievances are hiding the light of the world from your awareness. Remind yourself also that you are not searching for it alone and that you do know where to look for it. Say then, my grievances hide the light of the world in me. I cannot see what I have hidden, yet I want to let it be revealed to me for my salvation and the salvation of the world. Also be sure to tell yourself, if I hold this grievance, the light of the world will be hidden from me. If you are tempted to hold anything against anyone today. Let's repeat that. If I hold this grievance, the light of the world will be hidden from me. If you are tempted to hold anything against anyone today. If you are tempted to hold anything against anyone today, it seems like we've made it a full-time job to hold things against people. But it just blocks the light of the world. And some might say, well, the world isn't light. I'll never see it because the world isn't that place. It's a dark, scary place with war and separation and murder and assault and abuse. But the reason why we see that, or you see it, is we're kind of choosing to see it. Yes, it's there, but there's also light, and you have to kind of make a choice for yourself. Do I want to see the darkness, or do I want to see the light? How much do you value your time here and how you want to spend it? How you want to feel it, how you want to see it, because both exist. And to choose the light doesn't mean that you are uncaring for those that are suffering. In fact, if you choose the light, you will actually be part of the solution of bringing more light into this world. Because your focus is going to expand whatever it is you are focusing on. You are actually doing the world a huge service by choosing to see light. But if you don't see anything but the cruelty to humanity, the harm the assault, the abuse, that means you're holding on to the grievances, which means you have to go through a forgiveness process. How do you let go of those grievances? How do you remove those grievances? You really have to, number one, kind of making those those things that you're holding on to that other people are doing kind of not your business. So giving it some space and detaching emotionally, spiritually, energetically, detaching from all of that they're doing. And it doesn't mean you're not caring, but by detaching means I am creating space between that thing that's going on and my field of energy. And by creating the space, you will get more clarity as to what is truly going on over there. This person is causing harm to this person. There is disconnection. Nobody is connected to source. Nobody is connecting to God over there. I have to see it for what it is. And when you can get that space, then your heart will start to soften. It takes some time. It is not in the moment, boom, it's going to happen. With practice of that spacing, continue giving it the space, your heart will start to soften on the victimizer. Your heart will already be softened to the victim. Your heart will start to soften to also the victimizer. You are not saying it's okay what the victimizer is doing, but you will understand more as to what is happening when the victimizer is victimizing his victim. And you will be able to just more objectively remove yourself and detach and say, they need God. And they're not connecting. They will stop what they're doing when they can connect. So from this space of detachment and separation, that positive separation of giving them that space and grace of a kind of, they got to work that shit out. But when you can get there and get that softer heart of that victimizer probably was abused themselves when they were younger. Does it make it right what they're doing? Absolutely not. But you're going to start to get a little more clarity as to the why. And then you want the victimizer to heal. You want them to connect, because by you wanting them to connect, you are literally like pushing light in that direction. And it's not to say that they're gonna just snap out of whatever it is that they're doing, but anytime you get an opportunity to shed light, to project light from really a God space, a really open heart, you are not only bringing yourself closer to the light, you are essentially, you are making some progress to the evolution of the universe. I mean, that is a pretty big freaking deal. And if you're watching this and you're just like, your ego is like, what is this girl talking about? There's no way. And that resistance is just coming up to this information. Then you're not ready for this information. And That's okay. I'm not judging it. I'm not judging you. I am completely respectful of where everybody's at on their journey, on their timeline, and it's different for everybody. If you're watching and you're almost there, but you still have something holding you back, but you're kind of a half a yes, it's okay. This message will hopefully get you a little closer to that yes. Rome wasn't built in a day. Today's lesson, 69. My grievances hide the light of the world in me and everywhere around me. Man, life is fast and it's short. And once I made that choice, it started to get a lot brighter. The sun started to shine stronger. And even rainy days were delicious for me. And I knew everything had meaning. Every tribulation made sense from my past, and anything that crops up now makes sense. Take one step. Take one small step. Universe, God will take about 1,000 on your behalf. One step. Maybe that one step is finishing this whole video to the end. Or maybe it's just a few seconds of it. Or something else. Anything else. A remembrance of God. A remembrance of seeing a little glow within you. Anything is a giant step on your progression, on your timeline. So, lesson 69. My grievances hide the light of the world in me. Have a blessed day.